back to Mrs Dennis Stories. However, instead of a story today, I thought we'd do a tutorial on making some fairy craft. So following the really success of my fairy adventure, I've had some great feedback from everyone, so thank you for that. Keep going on Instagram and following my page. I thought we'd make some fairy houses out of fairy pots. So I'll show you exactly what you need to do those. You will need some terracotta are great flower pots if you can get them, or you can use plastic ones and of any sizes, but the small ones are great. So what you need to do is turning your flower pot over is to paint all the way around the edge because it really makes them pop with colour. Or you can indeed use tape. You'll see this one that I've done here in red. If you're worried about getting paint all the way around the outside, you can add a little bit of sellotape all the way around, which is what I did, and then you just peel it off when the paint is dry, and then you're ready to go. This one I did in yellow, but the colour comes through the terracotta quite easily, but it doesn't really matter, it just makes it look more authentic, I think. The terracotta pots are really easy to use a pencil to draw on to mark out where you want your door and your windows, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And then once they're done, you're ready to go. So you can either use paint or you can use coloured marker pens. Here I've used marker pens around the windows and the doors, and you can add a little bit of glitter or nail varnish inside the doors or the windows. Looks quite effective when the sun shines on them. And then I've popped flowers in the top. Your flower pots normally have holes in them, so you can just pop some flowers or some leaves, whether they're artificial or they're real. And if you haven't got terracotta pots, you can use plastic pots as well. So this one here I've actually used a little bit of sticky tape and popped it all the way around the edge. You can cut out in paper, or in this case I've used a little bit of odd bits of foam that I had and stick those on, which I've done here, and add some leaves so they cover a little bit over the windows and the doors. I think looks really good. And then when it comes to putting them together, with the bigger pots, I think they look quite good if you actually balance one on top of the other. So you can add a tray, whether it be that way, like that over the top. You can then either add a smaller one on the top of that, and I think this would look really good underneath a tree or a bush with some leaves and everything all around it. Would look really effective. Or as I say, because they do have holes in top of the pots, you can get some of your leaves and just pop them in the top, whether they're real or artificial, it really doesn't matter. That looks really effective. So those you can just push down. These are artificial ones, and I'm just pushing them into the top, like so. I think that might be easier if we do it this way. Let's try that. So it slides on top. I think it's a little bit more sturdy that way. But this is going to look a lot more effective once it's out the garden in between your plants. So enjoy doing those. It's really quick and easy to do. Make sure that you go onto Instagram, tag in Mrs Dennis Stories, so that I can see any of your feedback, and it'd be great to see any pictures of fairy pots that you've made as well. And then just to add a little bit of something extra, you can pop this between plants and flowers. I've put it in a little bit of plasticine, Play-Doh, but you could actually add that within your garden as well. So all it is lollipop sticks. You can buy these already painted, or you can paint them yourselves and pop those in between the plants as well. I think it looks really effective. So there you go. You can make a whole fairy village. Very quick, very easy. And you can just find odd bits and pieces around to that you can use to decorate them. So don't forget, go to Mrs Dennis Stories on Instagram and then press on the link and go straight to YouTube and make sure that you subscribe. Now, just before I go, I just want you to zoom in and have a look at this picture here that was sent to me by Morgan. Her younger sister Skylar, who's only 5 years old, after listening to the Easter Bunny story, sent me in this picture, which I think is lovely. You can see the bunny and the eggs. This is my fish pond that I spoke about in the story. And I absolutely love the butterflies. So there's going to be a little prize going along to Skylar very, very soon. Well done, guys, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Bye.